I don't care who you are. We all gaming.
Not like this. Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we are back for some more Pyre Community Rite Nite. That, of course, means some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre featuring, first and foremost, the members of none other than the Rite Club Discord server. What is the Rite Club Discord server, you ask? Well, it's the best place to be for all things multiplayer Pyre. That is the link to join it. But those of you in chat, you're not off the hook. Because, of course, we will be taking requests from chat. You can see that red circle with a white L below chat. You click on that, you'll see all your various options you can make for your requests. Things like choosing specific exiles, masteries, talismans, songs, even Titan stars. All that stuff is fair game. So, let's hop into versus mode, and let's get going. Okay, let's just take a second here, get us back to our usual stuffs. Make this random. And let me hop into Discord and chat. Let me know if anybody wants to get us started today. Full disclosure, I do think this is likely to be shorter, perhaps even significantly shorter than our usual Rite Nite. So for that reason, I think we're probably going to try to keep things moving a little bit quicker than usual today, and try to get in as many rites as possible. Also, probably going to try to swap people out swap new people back in, after, or more frequently than we would normally do, so probably means fewer rites for people as they're in, because that way, again, we can just try to at least get a reasonable number of people in, even if things are running a little bit on the shorter end today, so just heads up on that. Let me hop into Discord now, though. There we go. Okay, so, all that being said, is there anyone who would like to get us started today? Or says I can go first. Yeah, I don't know exactly from a time standpoint. I'm thinking it could potentially be as short as 2 hours, so I just want to let that be known. So, if anyone's hanging out in chat and, they're usually thinking, well, I'll just watch for a while and maybe later on I'll hop in, just let that be known. You're not going to have as much time as usual, so if you're, just sort of watching casually, have it on the background and assuming that you can come back and join us later on, then that may not be the case, and that's partially why I want to make sure that we get going. So, that being said, let me get Core in here. Let me get Team Friends running as well. Okay, invite sent to Core. And do we have, any volunteers for player numero dos? Amanda? Yeah, I say let's do it. Let me send you an invite as well here, Amanda. Invite, I believe, should be on its way over to you. Let me set up Core and Amanda here. I'm assuming Core is probably going to end up being player 1, because we sent the invites in first. And we got our first song request of the day. Nice, nice. And on player 2. Good stuff. For Pyre Hearts today, what are you thinking? And Amanda, I know it's going to be fate for you. Let's set up Rage of Demons as well. Oh, and let me just make sure, hold on. I'm in Discord. Have I muted or deafened myself? No, okay, cool. I should be good there. It's like, wait a second. Are people trying to talk to me right now and I can't do it? No, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so, also remind me, let's actually.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going, Amanda?
Hello.
How are you? There we go. Okay. So yeah, Core, I put you on Pyre Hearts, both on stream and obviously in game. let me know if you want to switch to anything else. But Amanda, are you thinking you're going to go controller today or mouse keyboard? What's your preference?
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't quite understand.
Oh, no worries. Are you thinking mouse keyboard or controller? What do you want to do today?
Oh, controller is fine, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty then. In that case, I believe we may be good to go here. If
sermon intro's on. Did someone request that?
You know, sometimes for the first one, we'll throw it on there,
Nice.
for a festive intro, you know?
Nice.
Get us started in style, right? Alright, so let's get going then.
Stand forth, exiles. Welcome to the Hulk of Orders.
Oh man, you know what that means.
Here you may yet
Oh,
prove
no.
your
We are on the boat.
prevail and earn the favor of the scribes. Pyre heart, stand ready. The fates stand ready. Who
Okay,
shall conduct
so
this
no
fight?
requests here in terms of your team, so feel free to take whatever you'd like. And we are on the boat.
My controller isn't working.
Let me... This is Amanda doing this, not Core?
Is it,
Nope,
no,
that's
I'm
not me.
clicking it with my mouse.
Oh,
not
okay.
controller.
Let me make sure that remote play is behaving properly here for a second for you, Core. Let's see. Oh, actually, you should be fine. Amanda right now would not be. Good
Oh,
thing that I
oh.
checked.
Hey.
Amanda, do you have a controller plugged in? Remote play does
Yeah,
not
I do.
see your controller.
Oh, let me just replug then. I
Yeah.
just disconnected and my computer did do the bloop bloop, like something disconnected.
Okay, let's
So my
try
computer
having
is-
Amanda unplug, replug controller, and then maybe,
Mhm.
even when Amanda does that, maybe Steam Remote Play will realize, oh, right, Core is
Yeah.
player 1, Amanda is
My
player
s-
2.
My Steam does see my controller right now.
Huh. Strange. Very strange. Remote Play disagrees with you.
Okay.
Amanda, let me uninvite and reinvite you. And
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
I can.
then-
Yeah, Core plays controller, right? I can just mouse keyboard as well.
Yeah, that at the moment, for whatever reason, Remote Play does show me your mouse
Yeah.
keyboard, so I probably
Yeah.
could make that work. If
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
preferable.
I just disconnected my controller. Let's just go mouse keyboard, yeah.
Okay. So let me activate mouse keyboard on my end for Amanda. Okay, so Amanda should be good now. I'm gonna
Okay. But
gonna
does Steam know,
deactivate-
or does Pyre know that I'm playing mouse keyboard now?
It does not. Good point.
Nope.
Good point.
Yeah.
Core, I'm gonna deactivate your. Let's start up a new Rite. So that this way. Oh,
Okay.
it got fair.
That explains.
Pyre just got very smart, apparently.
Nice.
Maybe it is fine in that case. Core, I deactivated your mouse keyboard and mouse keyboard, so that in theory you're only able to use your controller. Maybe that means that Pyre will sort of. My hope by doing that was to force Pyre into allowing you to use your controller,
No,
which may or may not have
does not
worked.
work.
Darn it.
Can I unplug and replug and it will work?
Yeah, why don't you try unplugging and replugging and see if that works? Okay, I'm seeing
Okay,
it
yeah,
on
it's
my
not.
side,
It's not
but no.
working.
Okay, let me
yeah,
uninvite you from remote play, and then I'll reinvite you. That'll be our second
Yeah.
plan. Okay, so you are gone. And now invite sent. Any luck this time?
I can pause it.
Oh yeah, that happened to me
This has happened
too,
to us before,
like
yeah.
last week. Yeah. How did we fix that? I don't
Oh my
remember.
We're asking ourselves this question like every week.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Pyre's doing the same thing that it was just doing to Amanda, except to Core. Or rather, Remote Play is doing the same thing that it was just doing to Amanda, except to Core. I mean, according to Remote Play, Core does not have a controller. This is what was happening to Amanda before. So Remote Play is like, Lids, let Core do something. I mean, I can give you control over mouse keyboard, yes, but you're trying to play on a controller. And for some reason, Remote Play does not seem to want either of you to be using.
Maybe what happened was when we disconnected the controller, the Pyre settings made me into mouse keyboard, and so that's why. I
Oh,
couldn't
that's a
control.
good point. Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
Maybe we're
Don't
just
know.
swapped somehow. Like maybe if after Core selects, then maybe Core can use the controller on my turn. So like the controls are swapped or something.
Can either of you control using a controller right now?
My controller's unplugged, so that's not gonna work.
Oh, okay. Definitely not.
Can you move this with your controller, Core?
No.
Oh, interesting. I can with my mouse.
Yeah, I chose going with mouse, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but we know that having two people on keyboard and mouse is not going to work because that just
Yeah.
never works in Pyre.
I'll try to replug my controller.
Yeah.
Can you play with mouse keyboard, Core?
No, I mean I've never done it before, so.
Okay, yeah, then that's not an option either.
But
That's weird.
out of curiosity, let me plug in my controller and just see what happens.
Well,
Like, if for some reason does Steam/Pyre just not want to have any controller work at all today?
People in chat, any idea on how to fix this? I see the chat's pretty
It's a
empty,
strange
or is it just me?
Let's see. Okay, so I have plugged in my controller, and this is working. This is me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Does Remote Play now want to suddenly recognize the existence of controllers and
Yeah,
have an
do
epiphany?
you maybe just want to kick us both? Yeah, exactly, I wrote her. Just kick us
Yeah.
both, restart the thing.
Let me quit Pyre altogether here,
Yeah.
and I'll launch it back up, because
Mhm.
something odd is that I'm tempted even to restart Steam. I feel like, since it is
Mhm.
it would seem as though it's Remote Play that is perhaps the source of our problems, as is often the case. So
Mm.
that is obviously tied to Steam and less so Pyre. Yeah, let me make sure that my Steam is the most possible up-to-date version.
Yeah, but last week it also worked, and last week it was also past the 18th.
Yeah,
That can't be it.
I'm gonna try it just in case here. So give me a second. I'm just gonna restart Steam and
Yeah,
know,
of course.
think, if anything, that probably has I would think the highest probability of making something happen. So, Steam, why are you just go away? Just go away, Steam. I'm telling you to go away. Just go away, okay? Oh my goodness. I'm ending Steam, and then it's like, here's now Steam Friends, here's now Steam Chat. Like, Steam, just go away.
Yeah,
How many
Steam has
versions of you are there?
issues. Yeah, it's like onions.
Okay, but I did just reopen Steam, but it definitely did not do any any updates. I have questions as to whether Steam really truly fully closed there. Come on, Steam. Don't do me like this. Actually close so I can actually restart you and see if you actually need an update. Okay. It is definitely closed. Now, Steam, I will restart you. Steam, you need an update. Okay. It's not just instantly reopening, which suggests that at the very least, it's thinking about it. Oh. Yes, I do have a controller plugged in right now, Steam. You are correct. You are correct. No, I do not care about Curve Digital Publisher sale. I apologize. This is not what I'm here for. Okay, I don't think there was an update in that. I think it just restarted itself. I mean, maybe that's gonna be good enough. That might still be all we needed, but I'll boot Pyre back up here. I'll throw the screen back on. Yeah, so I've restarted Steam at least once here. Let's hop back into versus mode, and I'll send you to some invites here. Probably gonna have to reopen Steam Press. Oh no, it's here. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Core.
Exactly. All right, so request sent to core. Then next up, request sent to Amanda. Let me take a look at. At least at the moment, it appears as though it is acknowledging that core has a controller. Knock on wood.
That's good.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start using controller as well, but if that doesn't work, I can easily switch to mouse keyboard.
I see
So
a controller next to your name as well, Amanda. So I'm cautiously
yeah,
optimistic.
yes, please.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Can you change my controls on Pyre as
Yeah,
well?
let me.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, and core, I think, should still be able to move the cursor around with the controller, whereas Amanda, assuming you're player 2, probably not be able to. But
I tried, I can't.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're player 2, you wouldn't
I
be able
mean,
to do
I
so.
can't either, but
Oh no.
Wouldn't necessarily rule it out just yet. Let's start this up
Oh,
because.
it says I'm 2 because I think you're 1, Lids.
Oh, okay. That's probably it. Yeah, I think that's still gonna be fine. I mean, I had my controller plugged in before,
Right,
Oh
before
yeah,
either of you
yeah.
guys came in, that's why. But I think we should still be okay here. Might get you switched around player 1, player 2, but we'll see.
No more boats, sad life.
Not this time. The boat cursed it. The boat may have been the source of the curse.
May further shame befall whomever fails. Pyre heart stand prepared. The fate stand prepared.
Yeah, remote play does like to keep us on our toes here. Alright.
Okay.
Amanda?
Is this me? No, this is Core.
Should be core.
This is me. It says I'm still 2 in remote play.
Yeah.
I can't move my cursor at all.
Core, can you unplug, replug, and maybe that'll, now that I no longer have a controller plugged in, that might,
Oh yeah, that's
realize-
actually a good point.
let's have core plug, then after core, now core's done. Okay, perfect.
Okay, I
Now,
got it,
Amanda,
I got it.
you can plug.
Nice.
Yeah, now we've got core registering, Amanda registering, and core is player 1, Amanda's player 2. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Takes a little second, but now we're good to go. Nice, nice. Oh no, not this again.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh,
Same.
the bottled
Same.
void.
Yeah, this is actually a meta now. Interesting.
It's an interesting one for sure. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to play around.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why I shouldn't go for this. On this map, this seems pretty good.
All right, so we have a vacuum cleaner slash black hole stowaway on Core's side. Then we have a quick throwing stowaway on Amanda's side.
Hey,
Then Core thinking about Snadra. Oh, yeah, Star Splinter without quick fling, that is true. We saw Amanda take the salute rather than quick fling, so not quite as quick on the throws, but can teleport to the orb. There is Snadra for Core. Now, Orlek. Oh, or perhaps Manly instead. Numbing Gust, so that means that if everyone on Amanda's side is banished, Cole will not be able to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities. Also, a little bit of Rekindling for Amanda, only took the 10. Yeah, the range is the real loss on that throw from Amanda's Stowaway. We'll see how that plays out. Then Bertrude. The Legendary Talisman means that she can cast through those obstacles. And you heard Amanda talking about it before. You knew it was going to happen. There just had to be a Dalbert with a Leeching Talisman. It was only a matter of where. Here we go. So here is the Black Hole Stowaway, who nearly banished Manly in doing her black holeness. Intercepted there by Bertrude. Snadra making moves, gives it to the Stowaway. Stowaway jumps in, blocked. She goes down. Technically, I don't think that was part of her jump, so that means that that does not trigger False Step. Oh, look at that. Oh, and the Stowaway comes back from banishment. Bottled Void banishes with the saving banishment at that. Quick throw there from Snadra for 9 points. But remember, Amanda did take a little bit of starting Pyre life, 30. Oh, and there's another one from False Step plus Bottled Void. Second banishment there. Yeah, so Amanda's still technically in the lead here, especially after this. Ooh, but Stubborn Flame. Yeah, immediately activates because Amanda took that extra starting Pyre life. And that will reduce Amanda's damage by 10 whenever she is in the lead. Here is the Stowaway plunging for 10 here. Remember, I believe she did still take the Quick Throwing Talisman, not Prayer Beads. That means the Stowaway is down now in this series for Amanda. Speaking of the Stowaway, there's a 20 damage plunge, and on Cora's side, she has that Bottled Void, so also not going to see her come back for this series. No Prayer Beads there. Bertrude banishes too, though. Here she comes. Oh, and goes for the unblockable throw. Cuts it a little bit short, but gets off 22 damage with it. Stowaway. Oh, look at that. Dalbert sneaks past. But still just 10 damage with that Stubborn Flame. And that is a big deal, not only because of the reduced damage, but remember, especially in the case of Dalbert, Amanda is relying on him to leech some Pyre life back. And although she did take the flat 10 leech on Dalbert, I believe, not the 50% leech, which means even when he's doing less damage, still leeching 10. There's another unblockable throw there from Bertrude. And that means, technically speaking, Cora has now taken the lead by 2 points, which is actually not really something that he wants to have happen, because those 2 points are the difference between Amanda dealing extra 10 and not. But keeps on pouring on the pressure here with the Stowaway, plunging for 20. Of course, obviously, at some point, if Cora is to win, you will need to pass Amanda, yes. But that's the tricky thing with Stubborn Flame, is in some ways you want to be playing from behind as often as possible to reduce your opponent's damage and then make a last-minute play to leapfrog them for the win. Speaking of hopping, there's Dalbert. And like we were saying, no Stubborn Flame that time, so the full 20 damage. And with it, it means that now Amanda is in the lead. Remember, Amanda also has 10 Rekindling. Management's there from the Stowaway, but here comes the other Stowaway. She jumps in. But now Stubborn Flame is active. So now only 10 damage this time. Stowaway makes in for Core. So 20 damage plunge here. And again, we find Core now with a 2-point lead, so that means that Stubborn Flame not active. Bertrude, does she have that kind of range? Not quite. Dalbert, out of stamina, gets some back. Now he can jump, but he gets banished. Snadra, oh. Stowaway and Snadra take each other out. Bertrude. Back to Snadra, back to Bertrude. Trying to get within throwing range here. Oh no, just goes for the plunge. 30 damage plunge at that, that's big. No prayer beads for Bertrude, I don't think. She had the legendary talisman, so she's not back here. That makes it a little bit easier for Dalbert to make it in this time. And remember, Core does not have any rekindling, whereas Amanda does. So that means that although this one looks like it's almost a tie game here, it will take Core at least 2 scores, whereas Amanda may only need 1. Manly. Stowaway. Makes the jump, but she goes down. And that is everyone down on Amanda's side. Fury is that Numbing Gust active, but Core will perhaps take any damage you can get here. Oh, goes for the throw. Oh, but only gets 12, and that is a shame because that means for Core, still needs 2 scores. Because that rekindling will trigger here. Bertrude goes for the throw. Oh, and got bumped off the edge there. Threw off the targeting a bit. Stowaway down. Dalbert. Now he's using his speed to make it in for the winning plunge.
Good
GG.
game.
Good game. Nice. Yeah.
Narrow victory, yet nonetheless commendable. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright. Let's head on back. Chat, let us know if you have anything you want to see for this next one. Otherwise, we'll hop straight in.
Yeah, my mastery thing choice was just a mistake. I meant to choose the throwing thing. I just messed up.
Uh-huh. I mean, you did use the teleporter fairly often.
I did.
So at least you made it work.
I meant to do a combination of both ninja and quick throwing.
Mm-hmm. Artemis Fowl has requested exiles. Okay, let's see what we have here. Both of you pick Barker since he's underrepresented, says Artemis Fowl. All right.
Want to do a triple Kurt?
Ooh, you could.
No.
You could.
Okay, fair.
Car says no thanks. All right, let's hop in then. At least Barker when it comes to curse. If you want to do more, that's up to you. I hear some water though.
Oh no.
I hear some water though. Ah,
No.
it's the fall, Solium. You got off easy this time.
Welcome.
It's a pretty good map for triple Kurt.
Who shall
Could be.
conduct the rites? Barker.
It's Barker first for core. And took Titan Tooth to stun anyone that Barker jumps into. Whereas Amanda leading off with Almer here. And this looks like the mastery setup that she was saying she would have preferred. The Ninja Savage. So now Core free to take whatever he'd like here, because he's already taken the requested Barker. Bertrude, quick throwing talisman. Throws, of course, unblockable, and also, I believe, may have taken that prone salute there. So Core with an ace up his sleeve. And now here's Barker for Amanda. Going prayer beads, so expecting this to be an aggressive plunging Kerr. Then Web Lanthorn Tizo to finish things up on Core's side. And Saxiana. Ooh, with a Titan Tooth. So similar in that we saw Core do this with... Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, wow.
Where did Saxiana go? There we are. So similar to what we saw Core take with Barker and that whenever, in this case, Doxiana flies into people, she will stun them.
Exile.
And here we go.
Into the adversary's
There's Almer teleporting to the orb. Throw sneaks past Tizo for 20 damage. Almer. Going for it again here, but this time Tizo is ready to intercept. Gertrude. Don't think she has that range. Gets rid of it here. Gets it back. Oh, but Zoxiana is ready to take her out. Remember, both of them have Titan Tooth, so they stunned each other here. So just take a second, catch your breath. Zoxiana goes down. Oh, but look at that. Barker was hanging out, ready to plunge for 20 here. He had Titan Tooth, not Prayer Beads. That was Amanda's Barker that had the Prayer Beads, so that means Barker is out of this series for core. Gertrude will get Titan Tooth here, which gives Amanda time to follow up with the banishment. Almer hops around Tizo. Oh, and Barker quick enough. Make it into the Pyre there before Tizo chases him down. Almer hops around Gertrude. Oh, and I thought he was going to go down there, but snuck one in. Almer teleporting again. Takes out Barker as well. Big power cast there from Gertrude. Gertrude and Barker. Oh, Barker down. Gertrude versus Almer now. Oh, and that throw gets in just before Gertrude can get in the way. And that means one more of those types of scores, and it is Amanda's game. Oh, and well timed on the interception there from Gertrude. Gertrude, oh, hops over Zoxiana. That's an unblockable throw. Oh, but it's just wide. Barker, he gets banished. Gertrude, trying to avoid Zoxiana's defense here, but cannot do so. And she is, oh, and then the harp push into the winning plunge.
Good game.
GG.
It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their side. The rite is done.
Alright. Let's head on back.
Until the stars
And chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one.
Yeah, I think if you said this would be a shorter Rite Nite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if people want to join in, I'm cool with this being my last one. So one more for me.
Okay.
If there's someone who wants to hop in.
Yeah,
Okay.
same for me.
Alright, awesome. So in that case, chat, if there's anything you want to see in particular between Amanda and Core, now is your time to make that request. Otherwise, in all likelihood, it sounds like we will swap one, if not both of them out in the next one.
Please give me a worm if you're gonna do something.
Core just says, as long as I have a worm, everything is alright. Cam is choosing Exiles.
Ooh.
And Cam says, sorry, but it's going to be all harps for me.
Ooh, okay.
All harps. Let's check it out.
That's all right, I guess.
That's interesting.
I hear water.
No.
This one's the boat.
No.
Welcome.
Are harps even good here?
Ah,
Does this
Sure.
increase the range of the tackle? I would assume so, right?
I don't know. I think it does increase the range of the pulse thing if you choose that mastery thing.
Oh.
I'm not sure, actually. It's Luminous Idol here on Pamitha for core. That is a an old SSC strat throwing the orb, picking it back up with the harp quickly, and getting back to full stamina.
Oh, the dribbling harp thing? Oh, that's so cool.
Lag says, I think the harps preserve their momentum, but lose their aura when they go over the water here. But can still fell swoop across it.
Exile.
It's interesting. No idea how harps work on the boat.
Yeah, I'm just now realizing that I feel like, well, for whatever reason, doesn't seem like we see too many of them on the boat. And I'm
Yeah.
not sure why. Next, Tamitha will have the Harp Legendary Talisman. Fiestus Plume. Oftentimes, we refer to it as something like a Prayer Beads Light, in that it has a 50% chance of having them come back after plunging, as long as they are flying when they plunge. And if they are flying when they plunge, they also get 5 additional damage. Commander will go the same route here. And for Saxiana, Core thinking about going with the Lanthorn. Of course, one of the strongest defensive talismans. Maybe a good combination with Fell Swoop. And lastly, it's Pamitha for Amanda. This could be a very speedy Pamitha. Although left side of the harp tree is where you can maximize the speed, so it's a little bit of a mixture of speed and other attributes. Now let's see how it plays out. That's Amanda who won out that first duel, but then that is Core banishing with the webbed Lanthorn Harp, setting up this play here for a quick 8 damage throw. Or a quick...
Wow, what happened there?
There is Pamitha plunging for another 20. She did not have Prayer Beads, so that means Core is down 1 harp, now down 2 harps. Tamitha is Core's preferred offensive harp, who throws it, so we'll definitely be keeping all of his harps for this series. Tamitha flying all over the place, but she goes down. The other Pamitha. Now Zaxiana, back to Pamitha. Zaxiana, oh, found an opening. And she plunges for 20. She's out for this series now. Pamitha for Core. Momentum takes Pamitha into, well, the other Pamitha. That is very interesting looking when they do the cast over the water where they kind of take flights like they get shot out of a cannon. That's Tamitha plunging. That is Core's preferred offensive character, and if she's flying, then there is a chance she can go without getting banished in the next series, and we will see the same thing here, perhaps. Yes, this time Amanda lucked out, got the extra damage from being flying while plunging, and also did get Tamitha back. Not guaranteed, but there is that chance of it working like Prayer Beads. Now Core, hoping to do the same thing here, gets the extra damage with the flying plunge. Does Tamitha come back? No. No such luck for Core. Although Core hold on to a lead here and finishes it with that plunge.
Good game. That's interesting.
Good game.
Harps on the boat.
That was so strange. Yeah, that's wild.
GG.
End this night's proceedings.
Alright. So we'll head on back, but in the interest of keeping things moving a little more quickly today, since I do think this is going to be a shorter Rite Night, is there anyone who would like to swap in for Core and or Amanda, so we can make sure to get the chance to get you in? Because remember, because the Rite Nite is going to be shorter, that by extension means that, you know, you want to get in early, otherwise there's not going to be a time later on to get in. So speak now, or forever hold your talismans. I don't know. Chat is rather quiet at the moment. Nobody's saying they're interested. I mean, we can certainly keep you two in. May just be that
I'm fine with staying in as well. Yeah.
Just be that no one's ready to swap in. So, in that case, chat, let us know if there's anything else you want to see between Core and Amanda. Core, are you good to stick in for at least one more, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What I didn't know is that when you use the boats to jump, it also counts for Titan Tooth. I had no idea.
Okay, now we're getting. Now people are starting to. Now they're starting to talk a bit. Okay. So.
Ooh.
Well, that's Lag and Cam saying, unfortunately busy at the moment, so can't really join right now. Okay, gotcha. We have some requests here, though. We have Ignarius with Brazen Manor
Nice.
and Path to Glory. On the fiery map, Cam's least favorite map, I happen to remember. Yet Cam is the one requesting it. Does
My
make you
least
wonder.
favorite as well.
No, I like this one, but it's not good for Ignarius.
It is kind of tough to make it all the way to the other side with a demon. That's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Speedy Talisman, maybe?
We shall see. Alright. Let's test it out. Yeah, I wrote if you want to jump in later. Happy to do so. Happy to get you in.
The Pyre hearts shall take
Obviously, I
on.
wouldn't force you to do it. I just mean that, you know,
Welcome.
sometimes I think there are people who just hang out and chat and they're just, you know, casually watching a little bit, and then, you know, it's not until later on in the night where it's like, hold on, we're gonna end soon, and I haven't gotten the chance to play yet. Let me make sure that I get the chance to play, and, you know, in that situation, if we were to do that today and there were, you know, like 5 people finding themselves in the same situation, then we're not gonna be able to get all those people in last minute. What's up, Arumi? How are you? No worries, how are you?
Sir Gilman.
So it's Gilman first here for Core. Then, I mean, saw it in the previous match. Ramanda's sticking with it here. Going Tamitha, and I believe it was specifically Tamitha who had the legendary Harp Talisman in that previous right. So swaps it over to Tamitha this time. Arumi still experimenting with an ELO tracker for Pyre. I mean, it sounds interesting, but at the same time, I just feel like to actually implement something like that feels like it would be extremely difficult.
Yeah. Feels like a lot of work, but that would be amazing if it did work.
Yeah, I mean, so not that it's bad, it's just that it seems like it would be difficult to set it up and maintain it.
Yeah.
So remember, the request is for Ignarius with Brazen Manor, so that's what we're seeing here now. It'll be interesting to see if players make an effort to try to make him a primary scorer, in which case he's certainly capable of dealing the damage. But, alternatively, you could just, you know, have him be there and have him defend and just forget about the whole Brazen Manor thing, and then he doesn't exist. As it is easier said than done to get Brazen Manor and get the plunge while it is active to get that additional damage. Oh man, Rumi, it sounds like you've already made a fair bit of progress there.
Ignatius.
Gertrude, Legendary Talisman, and that was Stubborn Flame we also saw Core taken there, so again that means that if Core is behind, then Amanda will be dealing 10 less damage. Simplifies things a bit. Oh, we'll see. Good luck with all that stuff, Rumi. But here we go with this one. This right here, we have Gilman with Siege Chance active for that extra damage after having banished recently, and for a second it looked like he was about to banish the last of Amanda's exiles. Ignatius, oof, ends up in the lava here, like we were saying before. I think it's going to be a tough arena, in particular, over here at the Nest of Trieste to get Ignatius to get all the way to the Pyre. It's a fairly large arena. You, of course, have the lava right in the middle of it, which does complicate matters considerably. That is everyone down here on Core's side, meaning plenty of time for Amanda to charge up a throw here. And even... oh, the 360. Gilman. He goes down. Gertrude gets rid of the orb. Takes it back up here. Throw, ooh, would have been unblockable, but not enough time to get it off. Ignatius down. Whoa! That orb decided to take flight. Then it went back,
happening right now?
hit Amanda's Pyre, and then it bounced off of Amanda's Pyre all the way to Core's Pyre.
That's amazing. Oh, come back.
Here comes Raji. Oh, snuck past the defenders. Look at that. Core loaded up on Pyre Life. So still on 135. Actually, both of them did. So still tied at 135. Gilman has that extra damage. So he makes it in for 25 here.
The fate's adversaries may as yet prevail.
Ignatius versus Ignatius. Oh, there's the Brazen Manor set up. Does the man have time? Oh, avoids the cast. Oh, but then goes down. It is tough. It is tough to make it work, but if you can, that is a ton of damage. Here comes Gertrude. She goes down. Pours Ignatius. Oh, throws the orb, setting up the banishment. Raji takes out that Ignatius, and that means, oh, for a moment there, looked like Core was going to be defenseless, but has Gertrude now. Here's the Brazen Manor. Here comes Ignatius. He goes down. Pours Ignatius. Oh, at the moment, for a second there, Amanda was defenseless. But even then, not enough time for Brazen Manor. Ooh, but 5 seconds before Core gets anyone back. But Amanda had to pass it back to get it to Ignatius, but goes through the portal. Makes it for a 30 damage plunge. That means no Brazen Manor, but still able to take a second and get a higher damaging player to do the plunge. Oh, Ametha with some nifty little dashes there. But that made Stubborn Flame active, now that Amanda is in lead, and that reduces her damage by 10 now. Gilman can't avoid that cast there. Here he comes. He's back now. Ooh, took someone out. Has no one to stop him. So he plunges for 25 here. Sees chance active again. And that means that now Core has retaken the lead. Ignarius down, and now Core defenseless. And Amanda potentially with time. Oh, and ups for the Harp Salute. And 25 damage Flying Plunge, although that might have been an opportunity to go Brazen Manor. Now Amanda retaking the lead here. That was a big banishment there, and Gilman goes down as well. That leaves Core defenseless. Time, perhaps. Here's Brazen Manor's setup. Gilman back in 2 is not fast enough. So that actually was Brazen Manor, but because of Stubborn Flame, reduced the damage by 10, which made it look like a normal plunge, but it was not. Without that, Brazen Manor would have just been 20. Here's C's chance. 25 damage coming from the Worm once more. Amanda holding on to a 20-point lead here. Ametha down. Darius avoids banishment. Bertrude retreats, and in doing so ends up in the lava, but she's back now. Bertrude versus Ametha here. Ametha flying over, but she goes down. Darius back for Core. Against Raji. Now against Ametha. Ametha takes the orb. Has some room here. Making it into the Pyre for a what would normally be 25 damage plunge, but again reduced by 10. Ignarius down. Bertrude down as well. Force Ignarius. Goes down to Amanda's Ignarius. Oh, who sneaks in past Gilman for 20 damage plunge, and that means Core with just 5 Pyre life left. Gilman speeds in there for 15. Bertrude. Ametha avoids banishment, but gets blocked. This time she goes down. So does Ignarius. Just Raji back to defend. Oh, quick play there by Bertrude, but not quick enough. Ametha versus Ignarius. Ignarius able to take care of her. That's the last of Core's characters here. Bertrude back in 1. She's back now. Ignarius knocks her back, though, and plunges for the win.
Nice, good game.
GG.
Victory it was. The rite is ended.
All right. Let's head on back.
Okay, I don't know if someone wants to join in now. I'd be good to swap out, but the next one will definitely be my last one.
Okay. So yeah, chat open invitation. I think both players have said if anyone is looking to swap in, they're able to swap out to make space. Amanda is saying at most 2 more. So I know we had a lot of people saying that they are able to watch but not available to play. But if anyone is interested in hopping in, then let us know. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, so this will be my last one, so one more.
Oh, this will be your last one, okay.
Yeah.
So chat, let us know if anyone wants to hop in. If not, let us know if there's anything you want to see for this next Rite. Yeah, Rumi, if you're able to hop in, happy to get you.
Yeah, it'd be good to swap out right now.
If you want to go in right now, we can get you. Oh, and switch songs, yes. Thank you for the reminder. Just a sec. No worries. It sounds like Amanda has more of a hard stop. So, Core, are you good to stick around if we switch Amanda out?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, great.
Okay, so one more, and then Irumi joins. Nice.
Okay, sounds good. one more between you two, and then we'll swap out Amanda for Rumi. We have Grand Ceremony. Because it doesn't get played enough. It is one that doesn't get a lot of requests, although I feel like it's made a bit of a resurgence as of late. Maybe it's been you in particular trying to bring it back up. But that may be it for this next one, so why don't we get this one started? And this will be the last one between Core and Amanda.
The Pyre hearts shall now face the fate. Welcome.
You guys already know what I'm doing.
Who shall conduct?
Well, you shall see.
Are there any requests? They're not, right?
Just a song, so you're free to take whatever
Okay.
you'd like here.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the Bottled Void Stowaway here. No. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Is Amanda gonna turn around and return the favor? Just take a quick look at how exactly you set up your stowaway. Yes, of course, of course. Don't mind me.
Oh, and now I can't move back. Oh, now it's completely black screened.
Yeah, I did kind of see your control. Oh, is that you? Are you back?
Nice.
There
Yep,
we go.
think so.
It's funny to seeing your cursor go whoop, float up to the top of the screen and then just slowly drag down like, oh, we lost Amanda, didn't we?
I wonder if this is a thing. And if it
Mhm.
could be a thing.
Prayer beads.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I mean, just a plunging savage for sure.
Oh, there we go again.
Ah, it's disappearing on you, or that. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening.
I've only played quick throwing savages. I don't know if plunging is actually good or fun. We'll see.
I mean, they have very good jumping ability.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like half the time, when people see a savage getting close to the pyre, they expect people to throw. Even if you aren't set up for the throw, that's somewhere, you know, in the back of people's minds
Yeah.
when they're defending. That's
Yeah.
what they're assuming you're trying to do, so you can catch people off guard sometimes.
Oh, I guess that this is why it's not that common, because it just gets countered by a good nomad, yeah. Yeah, that's really smart.
Typhoon Bottle on Snadra. I believe that was Shoulder Smash we saw as well, so that being the idea for the counter is if you see the stowaway coming, then, well, just get rid of her. But then again, I mean, the same can be said of any jumping-centric or flying-centric character. And this, now that is stylish.
I love the sound that Melit's tail makes when you select it. It's just so goopy and squishy.
I didn't realize. Wait, what is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it- Yeah, it's kind of quiet. It is. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, what is this? Is this an all Savage team here? For Amanda? We have a Stowaway, we have Gareth. Almer would be a third, and I was also, you know, a little surprised to see the legendary Savage Talisman. That is one that people tend not to think terribly highly of. Then again, you could just stick with the tried and true Web Lanthorn in. So here we go.
Commence.
Oh no.
Gareth, his casts are just too stylish. Whoa, that was an interesting one. Was that Bottled Void triggering while Amanda was mid-jump and it did affect the trajectory of her jump? I did not realize that was a thing.
What? I lost the orb.
Stowaway down.
And I just kept jumping, but wow, that was so interesting. Ooh, wow.
Centurion goes down here. Gareth goes down as well. Snadra passes it to Bertrude, who goes down too. Here's a stowaway. Remember, this is a plunging rather than throwing stowaway for Amanda. That means with that prayer bead, she is fine making those plunges. There's Core plunging with his stowaway. Now, she does not have prayer beads because she's doing the crazy Bottled Void antics. Stowaway. And for Amanda, she goes down here. Zadra. Bertrude versus Messenger Imp. Gives it up to the stowaway. She's back for more. Jumps in, and there is the false step. In the meantime, Amanda's attacking, and well, Core's intercepted. Stowaway back at it for Core.
Oh wow.
Throws
I thought I would have that.
for 11 this time. Gareth on the move. He can throw that one in.
Oh.
Gets 10 there. That, I believe, was, again, Stubborn Flame, reducing the damage that Amanda had.
Yeah.
As we're seeing there, yep. Minus 10 damage, even on the stowaway plunge, which would normally be 20, but in this case, just 10. Gareth. Ups the other side, and throws this one in again, just gonna be 10. Stowaway, hop into the other side, and plunges again. Rare bead stowaway. Once upon a time, I think, was much more of a thing. The plunging savages. That is the last of Core's characters here. Stowaway back in one. Oh, but Bottled Void. Enough to stop Amanda that time. Stowaway on the offensive this time. Plunging for 20. Bertrude banishes 2. Amanda defenseless here. Time for Core. Charging up a throw, it's unblockable. So Bertrude goes down, but still gets the full 30 damage out of it. And that means that this is anybody's game here. Core actually in the lead is not what Core wants right now, because that means Amanda dealing full damage. Whereas if Core was not in the lead, Amanda would only be able to deal 10, and therefore would not be able to finish this in one score. Gareth. Looking for that throwing angle. No, he jumps it in instead and takes the win.
Good game. Nice.
GG.
Victory so narrowly achieved, and thus more glorious.
Yeah, thanks for the games. That was fun. I'm out.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Amanda. Happy to have you.
Until the stars align.
And Rumi clipped, what was it, the Bottled Void mid-jump. Shall we take a look? Shall we take a quick look? Let's see. Pause it. Get it back to the beginning here. Throw it on here. Okay. Did I mute it? No. So, I think it's, I forget if it was Gareth, probably Gareth who did the jump, but keep an eye out on Gareth's trajectory of his jump that he's about to do for Amanda's scene. His casts are just too stylish.
So maybe it sucks in people in the air and just stuns them?
Gareth, his casts are just too stylish. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell if he was going to make it in, but then the Bottled Void, it didn't really seem to move him to the side much, but he went flying, like his momentum just kept on taking him forward, which, I mean, might have
Yeah, so
been preventing him from scoring there.
yeah, I think maybe instead of like sucking them in, it just stuns them.
Yeah, did he? Yeah, he did drop the orb, didn't he? Hold on. Gareth, his casts are just too stylish. Yeah, he drops the orb as soon as the stowaway comes in. Interesting. That's why I think he was still on trajectory to. He basically still flew over the Pyre, but because he didn't have the orb, obviously couldn't actually score. Ah, very cool. Very cool. All
Yeah,
right.
like sped him up. Yeah.
Thanks for taking the clip, Arumi. Oh yeah, and Arumi. Yeah, Core was doing some pretty crazy things with the Bottled Void Savage last time round. So Arumi, if you're still available, we can get you in now and have you go against Core, perhaps, in which case maybe you'll get the chance to experience something firsthand. I mean, of course, up to Core. That's whether he actually wants to go that route. But yeah, why don't I send you an invite here? And if anyone else is interested, let us know. Happy to get you in. Okay, let me send the invite to Arumi. Okay, invite sent to you, Arumi. And let me get your name in here. Arumi, who would you like to play as today? Who do you want to be? Yeah, and unfortunately I don't have the VOD up for the most recent Rite Nite yet on YouTube because for some reason I tried to upload it twice and YouTube said it couldn't be uploaded. There was some kind of error, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm probably gonna have to start that one from scratch again. So that's why it's not up yet. So that might make it a little bit easier to go back and check out what it is that that Core was doing last time. I think you're player 1. I would be surprised because Core was player 1 before and he is still in here. But essence for you. Okay, brace yourselves for triumvirs that look almost identical. Your bumpers don't change anything.
You can make me fate then. That's fine.
Okay, hold on. I think I know why that is, Arumi. Second here. I think that's remote play. No? No, remote play says you're player 2, Arumi. And it says you should be able to control your controller. So that's sure why that is. Okay, but you said fate for you, Core? That around real quick.
Yeah.
And Arumi. The essence. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, Steam Remote Play says you're player 2. So, I'm not totally sure why that may be. But, why don't we give it a shot? Like, is this Core who can move the cursor around, or is that Arumi?
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Okay, so that should mean Core's player 1. I'm not entirely sure what's happening on Arumi's end. But hopefully once we get things started up in full, then Arumi should still be fine. Yeah. Alright. Let's get this one started then. We'll give these two a chance to warm up a bit before we start throwing any crazy requests at them.
The fate shall take
Okay, so it's the Blade of Liu.
the essence. Welcome.
And no requests here, so free to take whatever you would like with your team.
The rites.
Core is going Gilman first, it seems.
Sir Gilman.
The Banishing Throw. Any luck here, Ruby? Or is it still Still not allowing you to move anything? And if not, I would say I would just start by trying to unplug and replug your controller. Yeah. Yeah, if you still can't move it, I would say unplug, replug would be our first potential solution. There we go. Is that you? Nice. Okay, perfect. So we've got Gertrude. Rumi does like playing with crones, and prayer beads for plunging crone. Then it's the stowaway. It is bottled void. And it is false step. So that's the combo. Core is going with it here, and Arumi was saying didn't get the chance to see it last week, when Core was using it pretty aggressively. So this might have a bit of a shock value factor to it. It's Snadra in the second spot here for Rumi. Last one for Core. Was thinking about Volfred, but instead, perhaps opting for Snadra. I think the idea was either Volfred having the sapling up by the Pyre to black hole vacuum cleaner suck people into for banishments, or instead use Snadra's Sacred Bond ability to step on the portraits and use that to activate it more often. And it's a Titan to messenger him for Rumi. And here we go. Bertrand down. Big power cast there from Snadra. Gilman, all by his lonesome here. Trying to bring back friends. Oh, and there is Bald Void taking out Snadra. Bertrand down as well. Stowaway banished. Snadra for Rumi. Oh, Bertrand leapfrogs over Snadra and plunges for 25 here. That will, of course, make the arena smaller. There's Gilman. Oh, gets a throw off there. So it means he's still in for this series. And remember, that throw does banish. Bertrand. Rumi's fine doing that because did take prayer beads on Bertrand. She is back. Snadra, oh, avoids banishment there. Bertrand can't quite make it to Pyre with that jump. Snadra to the stowaway. Stowaway brings back Gilman and hops in for 20 damage here. Bertrand down. Snadra versus Snadra. Oh man, that is quite the power cast there. And Rumi throws it in for 20 damage. Gilman throws it, then goes down. Bertrand makes it in for the winning plunge. GG.
And what the crushing victory it was. The rite is complete.
All right, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
So chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for this next one. Otherwise, of course, we'll just have these two take whichever teams they'd like to take. Okay, but seeing no such requests here, at least not at the moment, why don't we get back in the action?
The fate
It's the
versus
fall.
the essence.
Oh, I just heard someone disconnect, I think. Do we still have Tor? We still have Arumi? Who did we lose?
I think that was her.
Arumi. Yeah.
Arumi.
Let me get you back in here real quick, Arumi. Can I send you an invite right away, or do you need to restart anything on your side? Yeah? Okay. Okay, invite is on its way. Oh yeah, and Core, just as you can see in chat there, saying, chat, if anyone is interested in swapping out, he's willing to do so. Again, little reminder that this is likely going to be a shorter Rite Nite, and therefore if you're looking to get in, I would say look to get in soon, otherwise there may not be a time later to make it happen. Or sticking with the banishing throws on Gilman there. And it's a stowaway from Arumi. Quick throwing stowaway at that. Lax says you can join for a few matches? Okay. We could potentially get you in after this one if you'd like.
Sandra.
Now Pamitha for Arumi. And for her, go with the Web Lanthorn. And a quick throwing Bertrude. Oh, was thinking about the salute. But opts not to take it. Then Jody. Mooncrest. Chance to come back from banishment quickly. And here we go.
Gracious.
That's Stowaway down. Gilman on the attack. Gives us a Snadrick. It's back to Gilman. Gilman down here, but that's going to banish some people. Actually, Gilman's still up. Now he goes down. So we leapfrog Snadra mid-cast. Owen gets the throw off for 20 damage here. Gilman. See, we're back. He goes down. Stowaway avoids the power cast. Owen just barely gets that throw in before Bertrude can intercept it. Gilman. Throw. Oh, close, but doesn't quite banish Jody. Gilman down. Stowaway pops the other side. Bertrude, again, very close to being in position to intercept that, but not quite. Gilman just barely avoids banishment that time. Throw is short. Snadra versus Stowaway here. Stowaway, again, just finding the slightest of windows to get it around Bertrude with those throws. Gilman speeds ahead, but he goes down. Stowaway gets the throw off, but only 18 damage here. Sakura hanging on by a thread. Gilman down. Stowaway She's been the problem,
And it is done.
and
Good
she
game.
gets the winning throw here.
The essence prevails. They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
GG.
The rite is ended.
All right. So we'll head on back.
Till the next rite.
And Lag, you were saying you might be available to hop in for a couple rights. If you are able to, then happy to get you in. Would you be able to do that right away, or would you need to wait a little bit? The infinite stamina is nice. Yeah. I don't know. I tend not to take it, but I mean, the savages in particular, just every skill is solid. You could justify taking any of them. Dark Figure, yeah. Trader's Fight is the jumping one, right? Whenever works, okay. Core, how are you feeling? You want to swap out
Yeah, I can swap.
for Lag? Okay, awesome. In that case, why don't we make a switch here? Thanks for stopping by, Core. Happy to have you.
Yeah, good games, everyone.
Games. I can give you the boots as well. Whatcha? Get kicked. Okay. Let me get Lag in here.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going, Lag? How are
All
you?
fine.
Let's see. Invite sent. I have your volume turned way up in Discord for some reason. Hold on. That's probably a little bit better. Okay. And let me see. Who would you like to be today, Lag?
Chastity.
Jesse for you? Okay. 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 There you are. Got you all set up on stream. Let's, of course, also this. Anything we would like to see between Lag and Arumi here? Stream delay doubled? Yikes. Okay, not seeing any requests from chat at the moment, and, you know, also maybe not the worst idea to give Lag the chance to warm up a bit here before we start throwing crazy requests at him. So, why don't we get going? Ah, Rotor tries to sneak in the last second grand ceremony. It was a little late.
The chastity
Hold on.
shall now face the essence.
We can do it for the next one? Okay, no worries.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
So no requests for this one, so you're free to take whatever you'd like. Oh, and let me make sure that remote play is letting you control things. Hold on. It should be. It should be. Yeah, are you able to?
Okay, I can use my mouse, but not my controller for the moment. Okay, no, I can't select anything.
Oh. Hold on. Remote play. Says you should be fine. You want to try unplugging, replugging your controller?
Yep, will do.
Just rewatch the jump. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, Amanda, did you see how your Gareth dropped the orb, but kept on flying? So he did, I think, still fly past the Pyre, but didn't have the orb anymore. And so obviously that's why you didn't get a score out of it. And it looks like Lag is back in here. I'm assuming this is Lag able to control. Okay, awesome, perfect. So yeah, no requests here, Lag. So take whatever you want. That turned into a crazy long jump from Gareth. Okay, so Lag will be going Zoxiana with prayer beads, it seems. So plunging harp.
Exile.
Then And on Arumi's side... And again, Arumi, no requests here, so
Oh,
take
no.
whatever you'd like. Were there hockey puck? Was that in the hockey puck arena? I don't remember. I definitely don't remember if there were any that were in the way. Yeah, I do think the Bottled Void moves the hockey pucks, yes. That much definitely does happen. But I don't recall as whether whether the hockey pucks would have affected the actual jump in any way. Not sure. I'm doing it off memory, so I don't remember if Gareth was near any of them at the beginning or end or mid-jump. But we saw what I believe was a large aura on an imp for lag, and now we have a Gilman with, was that prayer beads? For Arumi there. Bottled Void, according to Arumi, has effectively the area of effect of twice the size of a maximum size aura character. That's a big AoE. Now lag with Headwind in the last spot. Oh, the force is stronger than the area. That's why people go flying. I see. Then we have a Titan Tooth Imp in the last spot there for Rumi to stun anyone that Messenger implies into. Oh no. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. I'm afraid. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You are bearing witness to Flappy Harp.
The orb quenches the flame.
There it is. Shield your eyes. Avert your gaze, children. It's unnatural. It's unhealthy. It must be put to an end.
To the flame.
No.
And with the plunges for 20 here.
The orb is taken.
Nope.
Oop.
Someone need a second? I don't know. Did Titan Tooth ever fall out of popularity? I feel like it was always a fairly strong talisman. Maybe we've seen people take it a little more often past 2-3 weeks.
No.
The sacred law.
Messenger in plunging for 15 here. Ametha, oh no, not this. Goes down. Now Zaxiana, out of stamina here, and she goes down as Lag tries to pass it to her. Opportunity, though, for Headwind here. He goes down, though. Zaxiana down as well.
No.
Here comes the Vamatha. 25 damage plunge there with Tressa's Plume. And she will come back with it. Not guaranteed. But a little bit of a stroke of luck there for Arumi.
No.
So it's Messenger Imp here who triggers the rekindling. Lag took 20 on one of his talismans. Ooh, but currently defenseless is Arumi. Time for a 15 damage throw for Lag. Ametha. Can't harp push her way in. Gilman. Sneaking around, that throw's unblockable. But it's just 4 damage here. That may not change much. Zaxiana. Now Headwind. Headwind down, gives up to Messenger. Now Lag's only character, though Zaxiana returns. And thought about bringing back Headwind, but Lag says, you know what? I'll take the plunge instead. And Zaxiana has Prayer Beads, so she is back. Zaxiana pushes Headwind, goes down, and now suddenly it's only Messenger Imp who's out here for Lag, although uses the portal, nearly revives friends, but steps away from it. Headwind has returned, perhaps just in time, to stop Pamitha here.
What?
Oh, 1 sec. There we go. Oh.
You okay?
Edwin gets her to Gilman. It's Pamitha though with our push.
Good game.
And that's enough to make it in for the win.
The essence prevail. Their adversaries
GG.
confidently thwarted. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright. Let's head on back. In chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see between these two.
Right.
Oh, your Wi-Fi is being iffy, Rumi. So that's gotta be your last game. Okay, no worries. Well, thanks for stopping by. Glad we could at least get you in for a bit. That means we are looking for someone else to swap in for Rumi, of course. So is there anyone in chat who would like to do the honor? Yeah, Nor. Absolutely. Let's make it happen. Let's get you in. All right. Let me find you here. Okay. Request sent. Let me start typing in your name as well. And Anor, I'm assuming you will be Nightwings today. Is that right? Oh, ho, ho, and Core with a fun request as well, as soon as Anor jumps in. No opportunity to get warmed up here. I'm afraid not. Not with this request. This one will be rather chaotic. Because Core has requested turning Customize off. Always a fun one. Means that, well, these two won't know what teams they have, or what masteries, or talismans they have, until the
Grand
right
ceremony
begins.
also.
Oh yes, the Grand Ceremony, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Remy screams in fear. Yeah, so the request is turning Customize off, and then we also just have the song request from before. That is true. That happened to us last time. And then, was it Core who did the math? Trying to figure out what the probability was of that actually happening, and it was some astronomically low number. And somehow, Anor still got it. Yeah, let me make sure. Remote play is not letting you use mouse keyboard. Now you should be able to. Let's also just take a second here and make sure that that looks right. Does this look correct to you, Anor? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the game crunches the numbers for turning Customize off. I don't know. I think you probably can get... I don't think the randomization of turning Customize off cares if it's a bad combination. I think it still goes for it. I think it's still... And Arumi has the technical know-how to double check. So we don't need to theorize, perhaps. We can get a solid answer. But anyways, as for this right, no customization, Grand Ceremony. Now Lag versus Anor. Let's get started. Yeah, that's true. We had a Vengeful Vow Savage, and that actually doesn't work. For whatever reason, it does not work on the Savages, so that was a cursed pick. Now remember, we're gonna get straight into the match here, with Customize turned off. So we have Manly, we have Hedwyn, and we have Dalbert for Lag. We have Viz Paleth, Pamitha, and Barker for Nor. That's the easy part to figure out. The hard part is figuring out what talismans and what masteries they have. I did see some words on Anor's side as the Rite was starting. I didn't have the chance to read what they were. And that could have given us a little bit of information. Maybe someone from chat caught them.
No.
Here is Anor plunging for 20 with Pamitha. He is not coming back here, so no prayer beads. Probably no Tressus Plume either, otherwise she would have dealt 5 extra damage. Dalbert here for Lag. Makes it in for 15. Okay, so not the extra 5 damage. We know a little bit more about... Actually, that means it would be a 100% left side Dalbert for Lag. And no prayer beads on him either. Is Paleth. Pamitha. That does look like a pretty big power cast from Hedwyn. I don't know if he has. No, it would say Gold Spracer if he had it, right? That's just nomads having good casting abilities. Okay, lucky break on Barker. Know a little bit more about some of Anor's characters now. Hedwyn. Manly. Don't think that's a nutrition stick on Manly. His blink is too short for that to be the case. Bro. Oh, does make it in. And we saw a Numbing Gust, I think, on Manly as soon as he got banished. So he, for that reason, should be primarily left side. Dalbert. So he should have triple jump if he is all left side. So Lag benefiting from the mobility there. Back and forth, keep away between Manly and Hedwyn. It's Manly now. Now here's Hedwyn. Gives it back to Manly. Gets rid of the orb. Tries to place the sapling. Oh, and look at that. Oh, Anor has the Harp Salute. So use that to swap places between Pamitha and Viz Paleth, meaning rather than a just 20-point plunge, got a 30-point plunge out of it. Ooh, nifty throw there from Lag. Hedwyn, somehow able to fend off the defender there and get enough time to give it to Manly, although he can't shield off that cast. So it's Dalbert. Yeah. He gets blocked though, and banish. Hedwyn gets rid of one. Here comes Pamitha. Oh, switches places with this time Barker, but he goes down. Hedwyn. He goes down before he can pass it. Pamitha switches places with Viz Paleth. This is the combo Anor did last time, but can't make it into the Pyre this go round. Dalbert. Anor. Okay, wasn't sure if she was bugging out there or if she was just deliberately hanging out on top of the Pyre to try to play defensively. The Lag makes it in. Oh, Titan Tooth on, I believe that's Pamitha. And that is a good talisman to have on a flying character, for sure. Switches places with Viz Paleth. Here she comes. And there's a huge 30 damage plunge, reducing Lag to 20 power life. And we know that Lag has Numbing Gust on Manly, which means he is at least primarily, if not possibly entirely, left side. Which means Lag may not have any rekindling at all. At most, only has 10. Dalbert makes in for 15. There is that Titan Tooth, stunning Lag, giving some time here for Vizpalep to make a move,
No. Okay.
and no rekindling. So that is that.
Night wings prevail. A rite
GG.
conducted with aplomb. The ceremony is complete.
Well played, you two. What's up, Anor?
Until the stars align.
Anor says I wanted to try out that exact combination. Well, maybe customize is secretly something that Anor has been tinkering with. She's found a way to set it up such that she always gets the teams that she wants. I don't know. Perhaps a little suspicious. But it has happened on a couple of occasions now. Hacks, confirmed. Anyways, so we'll turn Customize back on, and we do have another request here. And it was triple harps coming from Amanda. Let's turn off Grand Ceremony. Anor just has Greg Kasavin on speed dial. Do we have a request for the boat? Or are people just
yes.
throwing around Alcavores? Oh yeah, there was. Let's make it happen. There we are. Oh, right, because yeah, we were doing the interesting harp stuff on the boat, and we were wondering how exactly do they get affected by it, and it was a sight to see, actually. And then Knights of the Sea, okay. Okay, that's fitting. That's fitting. There we go. Alright, let's do it.
The chastity versus the night wings.
Okay, so all harps.
Who shall conduct the rites?
And Lag, leading off with Titan Tooth, Zoxiana. Bear in mind, this setup that Lag is voluntarily putting on a harp is a setup that Honor randomly happened to have gotten in the previous match when Pyre, well, when we turned Customize off and Pyre just randomly gave Honor a team. Okay, and then, oh, Fairy Spirit from Honor. Now, that's one we don't see very often. That's the one that gives the moon drops when you banish someone, is it not? Meaning that there will be these little orbs, not the orb, but these little, like, dots, basically, that if you go up to them, your character will gain infinite stamina for a little while. But both players can do that. Even though it's coming from Honor's talisman, theoretically Lag could find one and steal it. The little moon biscuits. And there is Titan Tooth Pamitha. So Honor sticking with that same strategy as well.
Oh.
Need a second?
Wait, am I there?
Yeah, is this Lag who's having trouble here, or is this Anor who's having trouble here? Anor
Okay,
says she's good. Are you okay, Lag?
Okay, suddenly it stopped. My controller stopped making. Okay.
It works
Okay,
when
no,
you pause, but not when you...
In the menu, I can work normally, but here, I can't.
I think in this situation, if you just select your team with mouse keyboard, select your talismans and all that, and once we actually start, I think you're going to be fine.
Can't do anything with mouse keyboard either.
Except that might be
wait.
remote play. I think that is remote play in that case. That I can change. Now you should be able to. I think. There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, go with the Vengeful Vow on a harp. That's not something we tend to see. An exploding harp? That I am interested to see how it plays out. Now for Saxiana, last harp here for Anor. What will we see? Still no prayer beads. In fact, I'm not sure we've seen either player take prayer beads. Fiesta's Plume, of course, an alternative of sorts to that. Although going for the chance for the instant respawn, actually. We saw Anor taking a look at the Hope for ARPs just to see how useful that might be. And yeah, we are also seeing some of these harps go launching like cannonballs through the air whenever they cross that water and are in their cast animation. But it's Lag plunging first here with Tamitha for 20 damage. Like I said, I'm not sure either player took prayer beads, so that means Tamitha definitely out of commission for this series.
No.
Tamitha
Please.
for Anor makes it in for 20. Tamitha for Lag. Sidesteps the other Tamitha. Waiting to get some stamina back. Has it here. Flies over and in. Oh no, not the Flappy Harps. But that is the Titan Tooth character that Anor has, Tamitha. Stunning Lag and then following up with a 20 damage plunge here. Saxiana down. Tamitha flies over one defender. Oh, there is a Moondrop there, which Lag takes. Like I was saying before, wasn't his talisman that created it, but he is still able to use them if he finds them. Now Lag, ooh, is he within throwing range? Not quite. Missed opportunity there. Retreats here. Now making moves with Tamitha. Flies over one defender. Oh, but goes around the other way and makes it in with Tamitha nonetheless. Tamitha pushed away, but she still makes it in. Lag with Tamitha. Back to Revere. Now Saxiana. Flies over the defender and makes it in. And that means one more plunge for Lag would be game. But he is now down one harp. And look at this though. Banished one, so now it's 2v2 at the moment. Oh, and tries to harp push his way in, falls a little bit short. Banishes one. Now it's 1v1. When you get the stamina back, has it now, and does the harp push into the Pyre.
Good game.
For the win. GG.
Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. The rite is complete.
Well played.
until the stars align.
Okay, now, like I said, because this Rite Night is going to be shorter than other Rite Nights, just want to get a sense from chat if there's anyone hanging out who would like to get in, who has not yet had the chance to do so.
I can swap out if... yeah.
Just want to check. Yeah, I know I wrote her, you were saying you might be interested in getting in for a little bit. Not sure if anyone else has expressed interest. You don't need to if Lag wants to stay. Alright, well why don't we do one more between Lag and Anor here, and then if you want to get in after that, I think we'll have a little bit of time. So in that case, chat, if there's anything you want to see between Anor and Lag, definitely let us know. This might be the last one between them, depending on if we have other people swap in after that. Yeah, and if we're just looking to switch things around, then we can get Amanda back in. Otherwise, yeah, I think we definitely... I want to, first and foremost, try to get new people in if possible, since, especially today, if we're having a short Rite Night, want to, you know, get as many people as we can.
I can swap out if anyone wants to join.
I wrote her, he's kind of saying maybe, but I don't have to, so I don't know what necessarily that means, if we should try to swap in I wrote her now or later. So I think what we should do is we'll have Lag and Anor for one more match here, and then I wrote if you want to get in after that, we can swap you in for one of these two.
Okay, sounds fine.
Alright, so, let's also take off the boat. And I don't think I've seen any other requests here. So why don't we have... What is the expected end of Rite Night today? I'm thinking we'll probably have on the order of 3, 4 more rites. You know, basically, we'll have these two finish up their matchup. Lag and Anor, and then we'll swap I wrote her in afterward if I wrote her still interested in doing so, and if so, we'll give, you know, I wrote her a little bit of time to do some rights, and then we'll probably wrap things up there. So, anyways, let's get started.
The chastity shall confront the Night Wings. Welcome.
All right, so no requests for this one. Just take whatever you want.
Who shall conduct the rites?
And it'll be, we were talking about it before, not a lot of prayer beads in the previous match, but Lag making sure to do so this time around with Soxiana. And Pamitha going Titan Tooth here. So they're sticking with the harps, and they're sticking with, at least in Anor's case, talismans they were using before. Now, mainly, left side primarily, so that means Numbing Gust. So if everyone on Lag's team gets banished, Honor will not be able to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities. And 10 Rekindling. Now, a Prayer Beads Ignarius coming from Honor. So, well, I didn't catch it, but did Honor take the Harp Salute? Because we heard Honor saying, or I believe it was her first Rite, how she was planning on doing a bit with the Harp Salute to switch into a demon. And that might be what she's planning here as well. Oh, and then I think this is actually the first time we've seen Honor do it today, but couldn't have a Rite Nite with Honor not using Nutrition Stick Volfred. So here we go. Lag, first one to the orb here. Toxiana to Lady River, not Seagrass. She's not in this. Ametha versus Manly. Now Volfred versus Manly. Volfred down. Now Lady River. Using what stamina she has to make it around the defender and into the Pyre for 15. Ametha. Oh, does make that switch. Into Ignarius, who plunges for 30. So again, that is the Harp Salute, which allows Ametha to, right there, change places with her closest ally. And in both cases, it was Ignarius, who plunges for 30 rather than 20, hence why that is helpful. Also, benefits from the increased mobility that Ametha has relative to Ignarius, who's a slow demon. Volfred. The Ametha. Does the switch. Ignarius knocks back one defender, but goes down. Lady River. Oh, that big sapling takes her out. Ametha, she goes down. Just Volfred back to defend at the moment. Lag looking to get rid of him. Does so, but in the meantime, Ametha comes back, tries to scoop up the orb, but she goes down. Now, Honor is defenseless, but Numbing Gust is active. So Lag unable to throw. Oh, waits. And then Harp pushes his way in. Banishment there for Lady River. Still has it.
Oh no.
Gives it up to Zoxiana here. Looking to get rid of some defenders, but cannot do so. She goes down. Lady River and Manly back. Oh, look at that. Was that a Harp Salute into Volfred and then Volfred instantly blink into the Pyre? Because I was looking at Ametha and then suddenly Volfred had scored. Here is Ametha, by herself this time, but she has Titan Tooth, which stuns Lag here. And does the switch, bringing in Ignarius, but he goes down. Ametha's back here.
No.
She makes it in, and that triggers the Rekindling. So Lag holding on with 10 Pyre Life for now. Gets the sapling down. Now it's Lady River. That's a big sapling for Honor as well. Gonna be hard to make it past either of those. But Ignarius has done so, yet he gets banished. Zoxiana for Lag. Ooh, gets blocked though and comes crashing down into that sapling, so she gets banished. Lady River banishes one. Oh, there is Volfred! And he plunges for the win.
The Night Wings prevail. The scribes themselves surely have taken note.
GG.
The rite is done.
Finishing it with style. Well played, you two.
Until the next rite.
Alright, so, checking back in on chat. is there anyone who would like to get in before we start closing things up for the day? Core comes in and requests Bottled Void. I think soon that talisman is just going to have Core's name stenciled in on the side. So yeah, if anyone in chat would like to get in, then now is definitely the time. Otherwise, I would say we can have these two stick around for a little bit. Iroder, you've not yet played today, Iroder, right? I didn't think you had. And sorry, what was that lag? I think that was lag signing out there, in which case, why don't we? Yeah. Why don't we get you in here, Iroder, for the classic Anor plus Iroder matchup, which seems now like it's happening every Rite Nite, but you know, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, because it always turns into a good Rite. So, if you are still available now, then I will proceed to send you an invite here, Iroder. Oh, Steam has you grayed out. But I sent you a request for an invite, so hopefully that still works.
Can you hear me?
Yep. And who would you like to be today? The Withdrawn?
Put me in for the accusers.
Accusers? Oh, okay. Just to keep us guessing. Seconds. Okay, so Rotor.
I cannot see chat, so
Okay, no worries. I'll let you know if anything's coming up. Accusers for you. There we go. Okay. Got you all set up there. Now in here as well.
no, I can't see chat. Perfect.
Okay, awesome. So, only thing we have at the moment is Bottled Void. So why don't we get started?
The accusers shall now.
And this might be our first time in the book today? I don't know, I don't remember the book.
Welcome.
So Bottled Void on one of your characters, that is all. Anything else is up to you. Not the book, no! So I wrote her, thinking about taking that Bottled Void on an imp. Of course, big aura. So, well, if one is to try to do some of the crazy combos with it, not a bad idea to have it be an imp. And in fact, Anor is thinking the same thing here.
Tizo.
Where do they take it from there, though? A live practice match? Perhaps. Perhaps. And a quick throw in Jody. And a quick throwing Fizz Palette. To match. And Typhoon Bottle Headwind to finish things up. And here we go. Big banishment there. There is that Bottled Void triggering Although, I'm not sure it took any victims that time round. There's Iroda with the throw a little bit short. Getting rid of Jody. Triggering Typhoon Bottle and nearly taking out Vids Palette. But Iroda's still able to get the 30 damage throw off with Vids Palette this time. Tizo down. Oh, and look at that. That's a play they're looking for. You banish your imp, and in doing so, create a portal, and you send someone through that portal, and with your Nomad, you can revive them in the process. That'll create the vacuum cleaner, and you're hoping to, of course, banish a bunch of people with that play. Free orb at the moment. Diverter now scoops up, has infinite stamina after going through that portal with his Palette, banishes one defender, and jumps in. Take it with his Palette. Both players go in the banishing route here, although Anor able to banish everyone, that means. Lendl is the first one back. He shoulder smashes Tizo. Then Anor goes through that portal, bringing Tizo back and vacuum cleanering in some people to the black hole. That means everyone is gone now at the moment on Iroder's side. But that also triggers the Typhoon Bottle. And now suddenly the tables have turned, and it's Nora who finds herself in that situation. We'll get some people back in time. Oh, and they do, in fact, get Lendl to fall into that black hole. Now, Nora, does she have time? Yes, she does, to get that 30 damage throw off with Jody. Tizo goes down, but Jody pulls off the combo. Does she have time to make it all the way in? She does not. She gets sucked in with the Ball of Void. Now it's Iroder. Everyone banished on Anor's side. His left far enough away to avoid the vacuum cleaner this time, and therefore able to get the 30 damage throw off. Tizo. Jody goes through, sets up the banishing combo. That means Headwind's the only one out here right now. Brings back Jody. Or actually, Tizo was hiding in that corner. Jody knocks back the defenders and throws this one in for 30. So one score could do it for Iroder, although Anor catching up here, now only needing 2. For anyone other than Tizo, that is. Here is Tizo. He sets up a portal, although does make Anor quite vulnerable here with no defenders back. His Paleth for Iroder. Not quick enough. Now it's Tizo for Anor. Oh, and there is Iroder going through the portal, banishing a bunch of people, although look at this. Everyone gone on Anor's side. Portal takes Iroder next to the orb and next to the Pyre. So he plunges for the win.
The accusers prevail.
GG.
Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright. Let's head on back.
Until the next Rite.
And chat, let us know what, if anything, you'd like to see in this next Rite between Iroder and Anor. And of course, in the absence of requests, we'll just have them take whatever they'd like. And it's looking like that will be the case here. So why don't we get started? And we're back in the book.
Welcome.
Interesting. See how that might affect the teams they opt to take. Last time, there was a request for Bottled Void. They don't need to take it this time, but could, of course, choose to do so. Seeing a Titan Tooth Tizo on Iroder's side, so he will stun anyone that he flies into. Then, interesting to see Anor opt for, or at least appearing to opt for. Okay, Rookie here, because I was going to say, in some ways, you could make the case that that first character that Iroder took is a counter to a Cur, although with a Titan Tooth on that Cur, I suppose they kind of cancel each other out. Too much book. What is this? I did not agree to story time. That was a speedy Viz Paleth in the second spot there for Iroder. Anor is also a little displeased with the double book. Ametha? But with what? The Lanthorn?
Ametha.
Then in the last spot, Deluge. Fire Rotor. Going for the extra damage. With reduced hope. Then looking like a Goals Bracer power casting Headwind. With Shoulder Smash as well. So here we go. Ares Rookie has the speed to make it in for a quick 20 damage plunge. Tizo goes down. Ametha takes out the would-be defender. Headwind trying to get that power cast off, but Tizo eludes it. Headwind once more. He goes down. Ametha, she goes down as well. That means at the moment, Anor is defenseless. That gives time for Tizo to plunge for 25. There's the Titan Tooth. Stunning Iroder, giving Anor time to throw this one in for 15 with Rookie. Rookie back at it, and again, stunning the defender with the Titan Tooth. In fact, those are both of the Titan Tooth characters stunning each other. That's why you saw that pause there. And with a little bit of juke there, but pass it over to Rookie who goes down. Ametha's still in it, though. Can't quite make it all the way to the Pyre. Rookie's back. He goes down quickly, though. And that's an unblockable throw there from Deluge. And remember, Iroder took the additional damage on the worm, so 21 in that case. Actually, a little bit of a quicker throw. Now we have the double stun again. Anor the first one to pick it up after that. But then Rookie goes down. Ametha gets rid of Viz Paleth. Unblockable throw here. Does make it in. Full 23 damage this time. Rookie all the way in for 20 damage plunge here. Ametha trying to get rid of Tizo here. Pushes him back. Now Headwind looking to banish. Does so. Ametha down though. Headwind biding his time. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a deliberate, okay, I'm going to deliberately guard the Pyre, or if that was a I have disconnected type of thing. Yeah, you have definitely disconnected now. Let me get you back in here. Let me get you back in. Okay, invite sent. Let us know when you're back, and then I'll give you guys a countdown before we resume. can hear the faint thrash pack throbbing in the background. Alright, you are in. Alright, so I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go, I'm going to hit the resume button. 3, 2, 1, go. Is Paleth with the orb. Takes it in. Although, that...
Wait. Is that not in?
I'm not 100% sure if Anora's actually in. That did look a lot like Anora froze as soon as we resumed things.
Finished here.
Is it okay, Anora, or is it still being really laggy, or did it drop you? Lag is really high for some reason. Any better now? Can you tell? I mean, I can try uninviting you and re-inviting you again, although I'm not sure that's going to help much. Okay, better now, it seems. In which case, why don't we... Would you like me to count us down once more? Sure, okay. So, same thing. 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, I'll hit the resume button. 3, 2, 1, go. He has the speed. Now, Anora is, of course, now at just 1 Pyre life, so maybe this was all just an elaborate plan for a dramatic comeback. We will have to see. Big cast there from Headwind. Oh, look at that elusive play there from Tiso, although he goes down nonetheless. Hamatha, speaking of elusiveness, he nearly makes it past a couple of defenders there. Oh, look at that portal. That's very dangerous for Iroder. And he takes it in for the win. GG.
They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble. The rite is complete.
All right. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And I'm thinking this one will be our penultimate, our second to last rite. Meaning our last normal rite, and then after that we'll go liberation rite. And so, for that reason, that means this will be the last one in which we will take requests. So chat, if there's anything in particular that you want to see, make sure you give us the request now. We'll make it happen. All right. Core is back with more of the turning customization off. Also, I like the creative request system. Rather, why cash in a request for exiles or masteries or talismans when you can just highlight your message instead and make it look cool and still basically just cash in the same number of points? And will describes? Okay, cool. So let's turn off customize. Let's turn on.
I mean, I hope I'm merciful then.
Yeah, we'll see what we end up with. I suppose in some ways you can make the case that, yeah, it is the will describes what these two will end up with for their teams. And yeah, hopefully the ping will be relatively better this time around for both of you. Alright, but I think, especially given how customize is turned off, that's just about it in terms of things we can do for this one. Anor is asking, should you take some time at the beginning to figure out what your teams are? Do you have sort of an agreement between the two of you to take some time, experiment a bit, or do you go straight into it?
And, like, try some stuff before we go into the ride.
Hold on, apparently I need to re-invite Anor. That is kind of important. Huh. I still have you in here, Nor. I can uninvite you and reinvite you though, if you think that'll help. Do that. Okay. You have been kicked. You have been reinvited. So I wrote her, you were saying, yes, that is okay to take a little bit of time to experiment with your teams
Yes, it
first?
can take a little bit of time.
Okay. So Anor, I wrote her's in on it. Says it's okay, you can take some time, see what teams you have, what abilities you have, what talismans you have. I mean, some of that stuff is still going to be hard to gather in full. But you can figure out some things, I would think, just by taking a few seconds at the beginning to experiment a bit. So, without further ado, let's try it out. So it'll be totally random which characters, masteries, and talismans they end up with. We shall see. Anor has had great luck with it thus far. We have Gareth, Dalbert, and Udmilda on Iroder's side. We have Vorfrit, we have Messenger Imp, and we have Viz Paleth on Anor's side. So 1 crone apiece. In terms of abilities here, not sure if they can tell much from what they have at the moment.
Now to the flame.
I've heard testing out. Say, can I throw this orb any faster or further than usual? Yeah, Nora, are you still doing okay from a lag standpoint? Yeah, for a second there, it looked like you were potentially frozen. Any Brazen Manor? No Brazen Manor, but it does look like Nora has the Imp Salute. And Iroder has the Savage Salute as well. Alright, so we have some of the information here. I'm not sure how much else we're going to be able to figure out without people starting to try banishing and scoring and what have you. Now they just, like, try to reorganize their teams and put them into their starting positions. Alright. Seems like a pretty standard Ninja Savage. Okay. Alright, so should we do the, should I go to the pause menu and do the usual countdown, 3, 2, 1, then go? How's that sound?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. So again, it'll be 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, I'll hit the resume button. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Door with Vorfrit first. She goes down. Izo, no Lanthorn. Or rather, Messenger, no Lanthorn on him. Okay, Hex of Defeat. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize, but Anor did, I believe, get the additional starting Pyre life from Viz Paleth. Oh, and also some additional starting Pyre life on Iroder's side. That must be coming from a talisman. There's 30 damage plunge coming from Vorfrit. Dalbert? How many times can he jump? That's another thing I suppose could have checked. I'm not sure if I would have got it. Oh, Luminous Idol. Okay, so we know what talisman this Paleth has. She will gain full stamina whenever she picks up the orb. Goes down here. Gareth, intercepted. Messenger Imp goes a little too far there. Comes back. Not in time to stop Gareth, though. He plunges for 20. See if he has prayer beads. He does not. Milda goes down. Anor, yes, may have frozen here. Looking rather unresponsive at the moment. Let's pause just a second. Have you just a lag spike, Anor? Yeah. Let us know if it's getting any better.
Do we want to
Anor's
restart
Wi-Fi.
the game before the liberation, right?
We could. Yeah, Nora is disconnected here. It sounds like Nora is just potentially having some Wi-Fi issues or what have you. Queuing up with people and doing remote play with people from halfway across the world. It's sometimes the internet just isn't holding up strong enough to make it happen, unfortunately. But I think we may have you back. Are you in now, Honor? Seems nice for now. Okay, cool. So same deal here. We'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, I'll resume. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Now go.
Hey, Dalbert, Fry Rotor, against Vizpalette. Hops over Vizpalette. Oh, and Stubborn Flame. Okay, that's a big one for an Ore coming from Borfrit. That means that whenever an Ore is behind, Iroder will be dealing 10 less damage. Obviously, oh, yes, fully upgraded portals for an Ore. Dalbert missed the target a little bit, but yeah, we'll give it to him. Oh, and Black Heart as well for, that is Iroder's, who? Dalbert? Dalbert, who has that. That means he'll either come in with infinite stamina for a little bit, or he will come back as a Howler, and on this occasion has come back as a Howler, who is defenseless, and therefore unable to stop Borfrit from plunging here for 30. Dalbert. Back to Milda. That throw is unblockable. Oh, and she's shooting star. So that actually... I'm assuming that throw would have fallen short, otherwise that would have been an unheard of intercepting a Crone throw. But it vanished, because of course that is what that talisman does. Vizpalette vanishes. And some time here for an Ore. Now Iroder getting Gareth back. Oh, and Dalbert once again comes back as that Howler. So that means, yes, Iroder does have one defender, but he's not really able to do anything with him. Gareth back now. But unable to stop Vizpalette. The 30 damage plunge there, and in doing so, means that an Ore has now taken the lead, and therefore Stubborn Flame no longer active. That means Iroder back up to full damage here. Bro can't quite get it off in time. Dalbert down as well. Opportunity, perhaps, for an Ore. Borfrit, off to the races. Ooh, yes, knocks back the defender just enough to plunge for 25 here. That means one score could do it for an Ore. Then again, we don't know if anyone happens to have that Rite Nite, the rekindling talisman. It is possible. Okay, Blackheart this time works in Iroder's favor. Does have Dalbert back as a Cur, not a Howler. And is only Vizpalette back to defend right now. Though intercepts the orb, and look at that portal placement right next to Iroder's Pyre. Plunges for the win.
What a useless curse with full rights.
How many times did he turn into the Howler?
It wasn't that true, but I had no double jump. What's up?
Until the stars align.
Alright, and you got that right, chat. Liberation time it is. So, with that in mind, let's head on over to the Fall of Solium. Let's turn off the in-game music. Because, actually for the first time today, I believe, we will be breaking out Tariqbot. So, let's hop back here. But then, let me just set him up real quick here. So, let's see. We're gonna have a rare version, I think. Not so often that we have a member of the Accusers going in a Liberation, right? Because there's so people who play as the Accusers.
We need SSC back.
Yeah, even SSC, I think, usually would play as Chastity. Occasionally went as Accusers, that's right. Who else? Honzer occasionally would play as Accusers. There are some people who do it. Once again, what is this? This Pokemon thing. No. Play this, Tariqbot. I don't want to hear Pokemon songs. Okay, there we go. We are all set for the songs. So no request for this one. This will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. These two will just pick their best teams. We should probably turn customize back on. You are correct. That might be important. And we'll add a sermon intro for good measure. Let's do it. What do we do for Beyonders? Good question. I think we just did the Nightwings version, the generic one. Alright, so again, liberation right here, meaning that you guys can take whatever you'd like to take here. Give it your best shot. When we saw a lot of Titan Tooth harps before, and I know we're sticking with it here. Ispaleth, quick throwing talisman. Vanishing throws with Celestial Spike. It is the quote-unquote meta-demon setup. Then a Brazen Manor Jody. Oh, with prayer beads. Look out. Then Lose Bow, the Nutrition Stick, on Palmus. For I wrote her in the last spot. And same thing on Volfred for Honor. What a way to wrap things up. Alright, our final rite of the night, Liberation Rite. On the left side, we have Iroder representing the Accusers. On the right side, we have Honor representing the Nightwings. Best of luck to you both.
yet. The orb is up. Too slow there, Peloton. An interesting exchange. Well, now that was exciting. How's that for that one there?
And it is done. GG. Well played, you two. Great match. Alright, well, like we said, that was our Liberation Rite, our final rite of the night. And no, don't worry, you're not going crazy. Yes, we are ending this Rite Night a little bit early, but thank you all, those of you who participated in the rites today, and those of you in chat who gave us all the various requests that we saw today. A lot of fun with all that. I'm going to duck out of Discord, but I will see all of you guys next week. That does, of course, mean that I'm losing Tariq Bot here, so let's turn the in-game music back on real quick. Okay, and let me throw this screen on as well. So thank you, everybody who was watching today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. For those of you who are interested in getting more involved in all of these Rite Nite stuffs and multiplayer Pyre action in general, best way to do that is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. That's where we're doing all the coordination for this stuff. Other than that, my name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights. We're doing them every 3:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday. Then, other than that, I am doing new Mass Effect Legendary Edition streams, which is the remastered version of my favorite game ever, on Fridays. We are doing Mass Effect 3 multiplayer on Saturdays, and then we are sneaking in some Witcher 3 streams sometime during the week, whenever it's, it's possible, when the work schedule is relatively light, because we are 1-2 streams away from finishing the game, which is crazy. But other than that, if you are interested in staying up to date on all things Lids, the best place to do that is by joining my own Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link. You can also, of course, hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter at LidsVids. I'll post there when I'm live as well. I will also, on YouTube, post VODs for these Rite Nights, as well as VODs for all of our other streams. and do some Gwent, the standalone Witcher card game, videos on YouTube as well. But that's going to be it for me for today. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time. And I suppose, we can see if there's anyone for us to raid. Let's see if there's anyone who is playing Pyre. Occasionally there is. It's not common, but we'll use Hades as our backup in case there is not. Yeah, we're the only people playing Pyre right now on Twitch, so let's go Hades as plan B. And for that, let's see. We'll raid someone who says they're on their first playthrough. I do not know this person, but, let's spread the super giant love. All right. There we go, and I will see you all next week. Have a good night.